want? What do you want? Now you're done? What is it? No, go ahead. Tell us. What is it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Right then. The last vlog I edited and uploaded, I was in this exact same position. Honestly, probably wearing this same hoodie because I wear it all the time. Also, it was 1 week away from my period, and that's how it is today. Warning, if you're afraid of periods. I'm having a horrible day. I had to leave the library because I was crying. Yes. I was trying to do homework and I was crying over math. If you've never cried over math, I don't want you on this channel. I don't want you here. I don't want you speaking to me because you don't understand. If you have never cried over math, I don't want to speak to you. You're not on the same level as me. And by that, I mean a very low level of learning. I had to leave, so I was like, okay, what can I do now? So I went to Trader Joe's. Oh my God, this like this kind of mirrors that exact vlog. Because I also went to Shake Shack because I can't cook. Why? Do most people who go to Trader Joe's have the same experience where everyone else in there seems like a zombie? What is that? Like, I literally need that to be studied. I go in, people are just walking directly into my body. What is that about? Also, the fact that some people go like crazy over Trader Joe's is kind of funny to me. I also saw someone say that it's just a snack store. That's not just a snack store. I got the jingly jangly. Did not get the full thing because I didn't want to pay $10 for it. Oh, I got one of these because mine had piles and piles and piles of them. So that will be one of my Halloween purses in the rotation next year. Yay! Yay, yay, yay! No resellers there today, but I'm sure they'll be there in the spring. I got 2 peppers because I wanted to make buffalo chicken stuffed pepper. I got quiche because the last 3 times I made quiche, it was so bad it was inedible. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I got chicken sausage because I like to make Cajun pasta, but I don't like regular sausage. And then I got my favorite food, whatever the hell this is, onion ham tart. Yes, just like me, an onion ham tart. Indeed. Now I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble's and try to study for a little bit. Yes, I'm leaving the food in my car. I'm so sorry. It's cold here anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine. Actually, I'm not. I forget what meme I was thinking about when I said that.
I'm gay. Actually, I'm not.
Actually, I'm not going to let my food rot in my car and go to Barnes & Noble. Number one, last time I went in there, there were so many people there. It was very distracting. Number two, this Barnes & Noble is nothing like the one near my house. The one near my house has huge, like a very big seating area with very big tables, which is wonderful because I need a lot of room. The one here has tiny little circle tables, and there's since there's lots of people there, they're always dirty. Sometimes there's not a space near an outlet, or like, I don't even know, bruh. Last time I was at this Barnes & Noble, oh my God. The cafe was probably filled with like high schoolers and college students trying to do homework. This family came in. I didn't see them. I don't know where they were exactly, but they came in and the children were screaming Jingle Bells. They screamed the entire song. I promise you nobody found that cute. Nobody was cheering, nobody was clapping. Not one soul was entertained. It was silent. It was a silent night, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I think I should go home and sleep because crying makes me really tired. Does it make anybody else really tired? It made me really tired. Let's go herd. It's time for bed. Booty house. Oh, I didn't even have to say it. And you. You. You know what time it is. Nope, you can't escape. She put an entire cube of, can you see it? She put an entire cube of gauze on my arm. I think I might as well just take it off. Oh! Oh no! I don't think you can show blood on YouTube. That's a lot of blood. Maybe if I just put a little less gauze, I can put it back on, because she had an entire cube on my arm. Do I have a Band-Aid? I'm just gonna put a Band-Aid. Yes, yes, yes. Currently in the car wash, washing all the bugs off my car from New York that I left. Anyways, I went to... So anyway. Ooh, I went to Tim Hortons and I was like, I don't think you can hear me. You know what? Never mind. Okay, I think you can hear me now. I went to Tim Hortons and I was... Maybe it's a bad idea to keep trying to say words in a car wash. You know what? We'll just wait. Okay, so we're gonna do this at an awkward angle because every time I park, somebody's next to me. Oh my God, did you hear? I didn't Oh! I just messed up my camera. Anyways, I didn't even burp. That was just my insides gurgling because I exist. Anyway, I went to Tim Hortons and I saw one of the signs before I got in the line said brown butter drink something. So I was like, I'm feeling sugary sweet. So I went up to the thing, the drive-thru. I went to the drive-thru. Hello? And I was like looking for it on the menu, but I couldn't find it. So I was like, hey, what are your Christmas drinks? And he was like, snowman and Christmas tree. And I was like, but what are the drinks? And he was like, so we have a snowman and a Christmas tree. And I was like, okay. 1 second. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't see the menu. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. And he was like, okay. So I looked it up on my phone and I found it. A brown butter latte. Brown butter caramel latte, oat milk. So I said, can I have that, please? And then he was like, okay. And then I was like, can I also get a snowman donut? And he put in snowman donut. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I actually get a Christmas tree donut? Can you cancel that, snowman? This is like after I'm sitting in the drive-thru. Nobody was behind me and nobody was in front of me, okay? So it doesn't matter. But anyways, I got a Christmas tree. Also, you guys, did you want a bite? Also, when I was getting my oil changed, oh my God, there's sprinkles on my face. This is humiliating. Did you want another bite? Okay, so when I was getting my oil change, one more bite. Okay, so when I was getting my Okay, so when I was getting my oil changed, I heard people screaming and yelling, and I just thought that the employees were just like messing around, or they were trying to tell someone something, but it was kind of loud in there. No, one of the other people getting their oil changed, because it was like one of those quick change places, you know what I mean? It was one of those quick oil change places. He got out of his car and he was screaming and yelling at the employees. And all I heard was, customer on the floor, customers on the floor. I was like, brother, please hurry up, because I just want my oil changed and also to clean my car all before 4:30, and it's 3:20, you guys. Get back in your car.
Why is this pumpkin spice?
Oh, you just noticed?
No, I've been noticing I don't like it.
Oh, Mom was really excited for that, so be nice. Ugh, he looks so crusty. Is that the FNAF song? I thought it was dun 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 dun.
I don't understand the whole movie. Think about it.
Okay, so one time I was sad about my dad, so I put on Planet of the Apes to distract myself, and guess why they had the apes? To try to test out a medicine for dementia.
Oh, what?
Yes.
What movies are you watching?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes what? 'Cause
The
there's like
first
5
one,
of them.
the one that's kind of more recent. And so the whole
So you weren't watching the old one?
no, because the old ones are gross. I hate practical effects that look like they stink. The main character's dad has dementia. I was like, are you serious? The whole reason I was watching this is because my dad has dementia.
You should have put on some other channel.
I actually had put on a movie.
South Park.
No,
or something.
listen. This was the second movie I had put on that day that it happened to turn out to actually be about dementia. It was the second movie in a row.
You know, you gotta find a lot of channels you put on that have that thing. You know what I mean? About dementia, so. You know.
Amazon
You have to sort of look beyond that a little bit.
Amazon keeps suggesting for me a sticker that says "Don't honk at me, my dad died."
Are you gonna get that? Is there actually a sticker?
Yes, I keep getting it suggested to me over and over and over and over again.
I would get it.
Okay.
No. How do you like it? Oh, mommy, sweet pooty angel. No. Ew.
Okay. I'll see you later then. I feel like I look kind of greasy right now. I don't like being in direct sunlight. Oh my god. Anyway, absolute humiliation ritual. Almost knocked my fucking bagel off. Absolute humili. There's too many people going past me right now. Bro, what the hell is going on here? I sort of regret cutting my bangs. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm doing like a weird burping thing. As I've said before into the void of silence on my YouTube channel. 80% of my stomach is gone, so my body acts kind of weird. So I'm always kind of, anytime I eat, I'm always going to be burpy. Not even like burpy. Like I'm not burping. Like I'm not outwardly burping. But I make sounds. So sorry. Ooh, albatross looking on nose. Anyway. I'm so exhausted. I don't even remember what I was going to be talking about. I had something to say. I don't even remember. I went to a coffee place. Oh my god. I wanted to go to this one. All I wanted was to go to this one coffee place. And I was so excited, and I was looking at the menu. And then I typed in the wrong one on my map, and I went there by accident. I went inside, and I was looking at the menu, and I was like, wait a second. This is definitely not the one that I meant to go to. And I'm not one of those people who will, like, just stay there and get something anyway because they feel awkward. I just left because this is not the one I meant to go to. But the one that I wanted to go to was going to close at 3, and it was already 2:20, and by the time I got there, it would have been like 2:45, and I was like, So I went somewhere else, and I got a cinnamon pumpkin cinnamon roll latte, which all the stuff is at the bottom right now. My straw is slightly too short to stir it, so it's kind of terrorizing me right now. And I got a cake pop for me and my sister. And I got a bagel. I actually did just burp out loud for 1 second. I don't even know if you could hear it. Hopefully not, because I don't find that cute or entertaining. I just find it annoying. I got a bagel that is French toast, egg, and pork roll. That tells you where I am regionally. Pork roll. And then I got a t-shirt. I don't know why. My brain was like, you must. It's a cat. With coffee. And then I had like a whole humiliation ritual while being in there. Because, oh my god. Okay. When you work at a restaurant, some of the companies, I guess, give you like a card so that you'll get the tips like straight to the card like the day after, instead of going into like a paycheck and coming like a week or 2 weeks after. And I have one of those cards, and since I just went back to work, they gave me a new one instead of like it reconnecting to my old one, even though it connects to my old account. So I was like, whoa. So they gave me a new card. The card only has a swipe. There's no tap. There's no chip. So the past like 3 times I've tried to use it, it didn't work. Like, it works. I've paid for stuff online with it. The card works. The number works. But the card physically does not work. So I went in there trying to use it, thinking it would work. It didn't work at the doctor's office either. I should have known! It didn't work at the doctor's office either. I keep burping. It didn't work at the doctor's office either. So I went to the coffee place, and I had bought everything. I bought a coffee and 2 cake pops and a t-shirt and a bagel. And the card wasn't working. And it was like, oh. I know that I have money on this right now, and there's 2 people behind me that have been waiting forever. Because first I had to ask the girl, I asked her what kind of bagels they had, and she's like, I don't know, let me check the back. I got a French toast one with my pork roll. Nah. Ew. Anyway, and then they didn't have any larges left in the cashier out in the front, so I was like, do you know if they have any cat larges in the back? And then she had to have somebody check in the back. So 2 times now she's walking away from the register. Are you learning that I don't really have social anxiety? Like, I'm not afraid to ask for things. If I want something, I'm going to get it. So I wanted the cat shirt, so I asked for it, and they got it for me. So I got the cat shirt, And then I get everything and my fucking card is not going through. So I had to pay with some cash and with my other stupid card that barely has anything on it, because then I haven't been paid and everything's on that tip card that's not working this week. So yes, that's where I'm at right now. Also, you know what I keep thinking about? I keep thinking about how lately I think for a few years I've kind of been like not believing in paranormal stuff until I went to the woods. And being there kind of was like, I don't know. It was quite different because, first of all, is there something on my lip? Oh my I can't have anything today, can I? Anyway, first of all, the room that I slept in, the room that I slept in, the room that I slept in and the room that I stayed in, somebody had died right outside of it, and everybody was like, there's a ghost there, and I was like, whatever. Sometimes at night, there would be, like, walking around my bed, and, like, I know that I'm mentally unwell, but, like, I personally don't hallucinate things. Like, I don't have hallucination, like, that's not connected to what's going up here personally. For me, that's not my issue. So I'd be confused as hell, because it would be nighttime, and I just hear walking around my bed. Okay. There was another night where there was like a closet thing that was like attached. Okay. Maybe I can insert. No. Oh, who cares? Nobody cares. This isn't important. All you need to know is that the wall between my room, this is my room and this is like a pantry / closet that's very big. You have to walk kind of like deep into the pantry to be next to my room. It was either late at night or early in the morning, so I don't remember. I don't remember if it was late at night or if it was like one of those nights where it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and I can't sleep. No, it couldn't have been 4 a.m. because sometimes the breakfast people come in at 4 a.m. I think what my brain is telling me, what I'm remembering, I think it was around like 1 in the morning, because that's the only way the story would make sense. Because sometimes people would come in like early and be in the pantry. The only way the story would make sense is if it's around late at night. So now I'm remembering, it's late at night and I hear walking in the pantry. Okay, I'm not the only person living in this, like, I'm not the only person who has a room here. Like, I'm not the only person who lives here. This is like a big closet. Everybody kind of, like, there's people going in and out of this thing all the time. It happens to be attached to my room. So I'm like, okay, maybe the couple who lives down the hallway, like, they're getting a snack. But then the walking goes on forever and ever and ever. Like, it was on and off so many times. I was getting so confused and I got scared because I thought maybe and this is also a possibility, sadly, disgustingly, horrifyingly, that maybe there was no paranormal activity in the closet that night and a hiker had wandered down from one of the mountains and came inside, which sometimes that has happened, which is horrifying. But, you know, when you live in a building, the only doors locked are your doors. Everything else attached to it is basically open. Sometimes hikers would wander in. Hikers had also wandered into the cottages nearby when nobody was, like, occupying them, and they'd sleep in the rooms and in the beds. So that happened. Also, there was so many hummingbirds there, and I remember just, like, looking at them and being like, yo, grandmother, send me a sign. And then, I don't know why. Lately, like, for the longest time, I really had no connection to anything at all. Because I just felt like, I don't know, we're not going to go into the ins and the outs of my issues with religion and spirituality. We'll leave it at that. I asked my grandma to send me a sign. She loved hummingbirds, and there are hummingbirds, like, everywhere. The one day I'm sitting on, like, this closed off, like, not a balcony, porch. This, like, porch area. And I hear this horrific flapping. And I'm like, oh my fucking goodness, there's a giant bug floating above my head. I'm not moving. And then it just stays there for a while. I'm like, I'm not looking up for my book. It's a giant fucking hummingbird. But I looked up, and there's a hummingbird just hovering over my head. Do you hear my body? Oh my God. Anyway, there's a hummingbird hovering over my head. So that was like another little thing. But that was like positive, not like weird. There was another night where I went into the kitchen to make a sandwich, and the mop bucket, like the mop thing, was in one area. It was just me awake because there was not many other people living there. Nobody's really going into the kitchen at night. So this one night, it's just me awake. I know it's just me awake because there's not many people here. I go to make a sandwich. I go to my room to like grab something, and I come back and the fucking mop bucket was somewhere else entirely. It's like, what the hell? So yes. The pumpkin cake pop is pumpkin. I don't know why the fuck I expected to be chocolate like an idiot, like a stupid idiot from Idiot Town. Do you guys want a bite? You're welcome. Oh, hey, pour on the rice. Yay! This is the greed they talk about in the Bible. In the Bible.